continue to keep them in our thoughts and prayers. But we will now start reintegration for the division headquarters, and all the brigades will start ramping back up again to get ready for our next rendezvous with Destiny, which will probably at some point in time, hopefully 2 years, be down the road for Afghanistan. But, I welcome any of your questions.
Tell us, a little bit more about the progress report on what you guys accomplished or steps you took or any.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. We worked on really 4 different lines of operations: security, governance, development, and information operations. In each one of those areas where we applied our resources, we could see pretty good growth in each one. Sometimes if you're down at the soldier level, everything is sort of like Groundhog Day. It's hard to see that progress. And many days it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Many days are very, very frustrating over there, dealing with some of the bureaucracy of the Afghan government, dealing with just being in combat and the fog of war there. But as we take a look back at where we applied our resources, which is really our forces, where we applied the civilians that work with us, where we applied the law enforcement professionals, we could see great progress in security and the governance and the development. We had a huge civilian platform of about 140 plus civilians that were building the governance and development force. And that continued to work every day. But the first thing we had to do was get security. Once you got security, we really focused at the district level. Regional Command East is 14 different provinces. Think of those as states. And each side of the provinces are districts. We had 160 districts. And we couldn't be everywhere at every time with the folks that we had. We had 8 million people, thereabouts. In the RC East, we had about 4 million. Yeah, that's not going to stay up. 4 million people in the capital. So we had about 12 to 13 million really around Regional Command East. That's out of the 29 million in Afghanistan. So about 40%, we kind of encompassed there. And what we did is we had these key trade districts. We had 45 of those. There were 90 in all of Afghanistan. We had 45 of them in RC East. That's really where we focused. Those were on the population centers, around the economic corridors that they had. And where we focused our soldiers to build that security up around the local level, we could see great difference. Still very, very tough. We probably took between 4,000 and 5,000 insurgents off the battlefield since last June, either killed or detained, captured. And so we made a difference there. A lot of that was the leadership as well, the smaller and mid-level leadership. But RC is very different from any other place here. The terrain, the weather, the politics, the tribal situation, the enemy. In many places it's just really the Taliban. In the east we had the Taliban, we had Al-Qaeda, we had TTP, LEP, a whole bunch of other acronyms, a smorgasbord enemy, to include probably the most lethal enemy, which is the Haqqani enemy coming out of Pakistan, Miram Shah coming across the border in Host Paktika, and killing innocent women and children, killing American soldiers. And we really had to work that very tough. 90% of the casualties, the civilian casualties in Afghanistan are caused by the insurgents. 90%, 9 out of 10. We don't do good. We don't send that message very well out there. But I would say in the security realm, I felt very good about what we were able to accomplish. In the governance and development realm, the same thing. If you take a look at the metrics, whether it's kids in school, number of jobs, people working, freedom of movement between district centers, all those continue to go up. Now, that's not to say that it's still not a very dangerous place, and each area is different. But again, where we applied those resources, we could see absolutely progress being made every single day. Again, incremental progress, not irreversible. It can still be reversed if we don't continue to keep the pressure on. But we went as a surge. Our 4th Brigade came in last August with 30,000 coalition forces there in RC East. And we're just now starting to see the impact of what that's going to do with comprehensive counterinsurgency. So very, very proud of the accomplishments, but at the same time, we know it's still a tough fight.